What's up, traders? So my name's Clay. I own Ronin FOREX, and it's June 27th, 2022, and we're looking at the dollar index here. If you watched my weekly outlook video, I talked about this exact same scenario happening, and here we are. So we see a breakdown from this level. This is 1 hour time frame, and we had a short, very short-lived pullback here, which came up. We saw a little bit of dollar strength, and now we're starting to break down. So I entered in shorts on US dollar CAD, sent this out to the VIP group this morning, and we just hit our first take profit target. It was ranging a little bit. Same thing with the we're in a couple other CAD trades right now that we're still holding, but this is looking really solid for a move lower. So learning how to trade these inversions and these correlations are massive, super important, because once you see that the market is making one big, it's one big cycle over and over, and money's flowing from one asset to the other, to the other, to the other, and you just need to really learn how to pick up the tracks of those, then you can really start to see the big picture of the market. So we're starting to turn lower here on US dollar CAD, and I'm expecting quite a big move. What I like to do specifically, especially when you see these first initial moves, is map my targets out with Fibonacci. So we'll go from the low to the high here, and my more immediate targets are going to be the 127% extension and the 161.8 extension. So that would put us at 128.50, which that's pretty close to where we're at, and 128.30, at least in the time being. So I think we could go much further than that, but that just kind of my immediate targets for dollar CAD. Just like I mentioned in the weekly outlook video as well, you know, we are seeing a rally here in euro. New Kiwi's been struggling a little bit. Same thing with Aussie. Still looking for it to go higher. It needs to break this 200 SMA here, and we're starting to see a little bit of a liftoff on the pound. Dollar Swiss, on the other hand, is continuing its strength, and this looks like a really solid opportunity here, specifically too, if we get some sort of retracement, which would offer us a opportunity to get back in. So tons of opportunities in the market this week. I really am still going to be focused on the dollar and this potential bounce and risk. Here is the S&P 500 that we're starting to get our little recovery here, and you can see on the momentum, my indicator, how well you can see these pullbacks and these crosses. Once this crosses back through the center line, you can see that this thing is going to just go bananas, so to speak. So same thing, just like this is a system that we use with the proper risk management, the right mindset, and then having the right strategy to where we can replicate this same pattern over and over in just a few different ways. There's only so many ways to skin a cat, but the thing is you have to be able to execute on it, and you need a system that you have faith in, that you know that's going to work, that because if you're too all over the place, if you're jumping from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, you're not going to get centered in on that one thing, and you're not going to get dialed. You need to get dialed in on one thing so you can actually have time to really keep track of your results and be able to see where you're losing, where you're winning, and how you can adjust it and dial it in over time. So this is exactly what I'm doing in my mentoring group, my coaching group, and we're seeing results every day, people getting funded, people passing challenges, and having a lot of fun as we go. So this is a great example of the setups that I show you how to do. And if you've been in my channel or been watching my YouTube or any of my stuff for X amount of time, it all pretty much looks the same. And the reason it looks the same is that I'm following a system. And if you're just kind of like sitting down and just kind of figuring it out as you go along and doing your best to trade some trend lines or whatever it might be, support and resistance, or just like, but not having a set system in place and a blueprint to follow, then you're probably going to have the same results that you've been having. So GJ here, little side note, is looking pretty solid as well to the long side, which is a clue for me that maybe these pound pairs, despite all the strikes and everything going on in the UK, might turn up a bit. So that's something to keep an eye on. So if you want access to myself and learn from me, trade live for me, and then also learn this exact same blueprint with myself and my team and get dialed in to get funded, to crush it, and to make this a reality, click the link below. Let's have an awesome week, everybody. Let's keep this momentum going. And I'll see you in the chat. Click the link below, and I'll see you on the live trading call. If you're already in the group, I look forward to it, and we'll see you soon. Peace.